Hey guys, happy Friday. So every Friday we usually try and give you some kind of fun challenge with following up, right? So of course today you're going to do a follow-up challenge with your sponsoring. All the stuff you learned this week with the recruiting and the sponsoring, but I'm going to give you a really fun, easy challenge, okay? So something really important to know is that during your journey with Scentsy, you're going to build a lot of relationships. And when you talk to people, you're going to know things about them other than just their favorite scent. When I first started Scentsy, I was selling to people and I couldn't remember names, but I could remember their scent. There was one lady, I'll never forget it. Her name was Lori. I know it now, but she loved coconut palm. It was a scent that we had, and she loved it because it smelled like suntan lotion. And I did an event and I remembered her buying white warmers and coconut palm. And she was doing a wedding and I remember her wanting white warmers. And there was another lady who loved Sunkist citrus. And they really impacted me at this event. They were nice to me, they believed in me, they bought from me, and for some reason I could not remember their name. So that year, every time I would see them out, I could never remember their name, but I'd be like, hey, there's Sunkist citrus. Hey, there's coconut palm. And it became kind of like a little joke. So I started remembering people by their scent, and they thought it was cool. I can't believe you remember that. I can't believe you remember that. And they started to see that I actually was investing myself in something they liked. Well, I wanted to know more about them. So over time, I got to know their names, who their kids were, the things they liked, and they became really good, loyal customers, which eventually ended up joining the team later because I started to build relationships with them. But sometimes you gotta just talk about the elephant in the room. Sometimes you've been friends with someone for so long, you can keep building the relationships with intentions of really wanting them on your team, but you don't know how to ask them. So sometimes you have to do the very simple, easy things. So Anna Hughes made a video. I may end up posting it below. But she ended up earning a trip to go to Africa. She really wanted to go to Africa. And she said, you know what? I just started asking people about joining Scentsy. People that she had relationships with. People that she already knew things about. You don't want to do this with a brand new person unless you're maybe at an event and you're like, hey, you know what? You're spending $80 already. You know that if you were to join, you would actually get paid $16 on this purchase. Or if you added $120 more, maybe by collecting some orders from some of your friends, you could get free stuff, half off stuff, and get paid on this purchase. Or you could give them a unique shopping link. There's many ways in a lot of languages that you can use to change to be able to not say party and not say join my team, right? But sometimes it's the simple things. So today, the dream team that Sharon told you about and that we talked about this week with you, we want you to put it into action. I want you to think of 10 people you know, friends, family, someone you already have a relationship with, someone who knows you sell Scentsy, okay? That's all you need in this. They know you sell Scentsy, you have a relationship with them, you know a little bit about them. Can't just be a cold call, right? And I want you to either call them or message them. And there's statistics that if you reach out to 10 people, one person would join your team. I told you that if you walked into a room of 200 people, and I told you out of that 200 people, there would probably be 20 people that joined your team. And out of those 20 people that joined your team, there might be 3 rock stars. 3 rock stars that could change your life, your paycheck, your freedom that you have. The choices that you make would be bigger and better instead of saying, hey, you know what? Do we want to go to, Raleigh this weekend? Or do we want to go to, Charlotte this weekend? To actually thinking, do we want to fly to New York this weekend? Or do we want to fly to Florida this weekend? I mean, it could be crazy like that. I'm giving you just extreme examples. Or hey, let's go borrow the neighbor's boat to, hey, let's go get in our own boat. I mean, it could be just crazy. And I know I'm not a materialistic person, but some people there's something that's needed in their life for their family to have experiences, not just things, not just material items. It's experiences that come with those items. So, some people really want a boat to have the family experience of the camping and the experience on the river and the lake or the ocean. So I'm trying to get you to think big. I'm trying to get you to think of maybe you don't have to call into work and take off, because this could turn into a full-time income for you where you're your boss and you control your own schedule, your own time, if you don't like your full-time job. But if you love your full-time job, then it could be something to supplement that and have that extra to be able to do the things. Okay, sorry, somebody came to the door. Anyway, sometimes it's going to be those things that your heart desires, but you don't feel like you deserve them maybe, right? But what if Scentsy and just asking the right person or enough people could help open up that door to your family's dreams and your heart's desires? How would you like to be able to tell your family, hey, I earned a family vacation for you guys? Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I want you to think about that. Think about January 31st comes, the list comes out of who's earned the family trip and your name's on it with your family. How cool would that be? So I just want you to think big. I want you to just think that the decisions you make could be bigger as your business grows, as the lives that you start to change, as, the experiences that you start to have, and the people that will come in your life, they'll start to become really important pieces of a puzzle that God has put in place for you. But you're the one who has to open the door. You're the one who has to ask the questions. You're the one who has to be consistent. You're the one who has to commit, and you're the one who has to work hard. So this is what you're going to do today. You're going to make that list of 10 people. 10 people that you can talk to and just say, let's just say it's, hey, Heather. Hey, Heather, quick question for you. Have you ever thought about joining Scentsy for extra income or just for the discount? That's all you say. That's all you say. And if they're like, oh no, girl, I'm just too busy, that's when you can say, that is no problem. I just wanted to be able to ask you because you never know if it's for someone or it's not. And I didn't want to walk away from not being able to ask you that question because it's really blessed my life. That's it. And then say, Kellogg's coming out at the end of July. Can I get you the new scents to smell? Because I know you're going to love them. Or I'll get you the new scents to smell because I know you're going to love them. You would turn the nose into a basket party or a sniff session. Super easy. But that's all you do. So those no's will actually turn into maybes and yeses for parties and for people to smell the new scents and for you to send out new catalogs. I've done this. It works. But you need to do it with relationships you've already built or people have already bought from you. One I did was, hey, Kelly, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. I have a quick question for you. Have you ever considered joining Scentsy for extra income or just for the discount? Girl, no. Well, I was just wondering because you've bought from me for the last 3 or 4 months and I've added it up and you would have made about $178 off of these purchases that you've just made from me. So I didn't want to be selfish and keep taking your orders and just make sure it was something that you had never thought about. She joined. So that's what you're going to do today. Hey, blank, have you ever considered or ever thought of joining Scentsy for extra income or just for the discount? 10 people. I guarantee you, you may not get 10 yeses. You may get 3 yeses. You may get 1 yes. You may not get any yeses. But those 10 that you were brave enough to reach out to, you should have 10 people to smell the new scents. 10 people you were able to follow up with. 10 people you're able to get that new catalog to. Big start for the new fall. You just got to be brave. So go do that. We want to see it below. And have an amazing Friday. Follow up with those people. Have those conversations. Because if you don't have the conversations, you will never know. And it's always a no if you don't ask. All right. See you next week.